Oh, yeah. Welcome to Love Them Knives channel, and I'm just playing with knives because that's what I do. That's my job. I don't know if my wife thinks that's even a job. This one is Meteor knives. Meteor knives. And upside down here, Meteor knives on Facebook, on Instagram, on everything, right? Okay, .com, there you go. And this is the Hurricane. Oh, the Raven Hurricane, because there's the Raven. Saith more. What was that? The Edgar Allan Poe thing? Okay, never mind. So there's they do great laser engraving. Okay, I think that's one of their claims to fame. But also they're a new manufacturer, or at least new to me. Okay, and they're doing original design knives. And so they sent this to me and said, would you, look this over and, tell us what you think about it. So that's what I'm doing. I've had this for a few days, and there's an over travel stop here. And you know what? It seems like the lockup is not real heavy. Now, let's give it a little bit. No, about 20% at best, maybe. Of course, that's definitely going to change over time because as that interface is there, it wears and then it starts migrating across. So, but there it is. That's what it is originally. And does it feel straight? Yeah, okay, it's locked up. It's tight here. You got jimping here, so it's easy to disengage, and it's dropping. It's centered. It's also a front flipper. That's a good size knife right there. That's a good size knife. But it's a frame lock, titanium, M390. I think they made that abundantly clear right there. And of course, this choil area is not sharpened, so you can get up on here. Obviously, you've got a multi-grind because you got a hollow grind here with a recurve, and then a flat grind going to the tip, and all kinds of reinforcement down to here. That's not exactly a very fragile tip. So how big a dog is it? I don't know. Do I need a measuring tape for this? Do I? I'll show you a little couple of pictures of their site and some of the other artsy stuff they do, because they do this very artistic laser engraving. Okay, not quite 4 inches, or is it? I mean, depends on how you measure that out. And we got 9 inches overall. So yeah, it's 22.7 centimeters. It's a good size knife. It's a good size knife. Now, I wonder if I could find my caliper over here, and if it won't lie to me. There it is. And let's see what we got. 0.15, so almost 4 millimeter, 3.8 millimeter, 13.9, so 0.55. It's got some width to it, and it's got some heft to it. And so look at the back spacer along here. And you know what? We're gonna need to do a disassembly on this. I want to check it out. I'm assuming this is titanium. And you know what? Get start on that right now. Now I'm not feeling anything there. So, oh well, these are steel, so there's magnetism there. Not in here. Well, the blade, M390. And I'm sure the pivot is steel. Yeah, okay. So, but other than that, no. And then, yeah, nothing on the pocket clip either. So let's take a look at the pocket clip. And what do we got here? Looks like we got number 8 Torxes all along here, including on the pivot. And what does it say on the blade? It says Hurricane, of course. How appropriate for Southern Florida. But you can climb up on here, and then you got kind of a place to put your thumb as well. And then in here, these, which look like they may be removable, but I'm not going to prove that to you, but it looks like that's probably a number 6 in there, etc., etc. And no, I mean, there she falls, and there's that. and let's see what it does weigh. It flips open. I haven't done any adjustments on the pivot or anything, so it does have a pretty good drop right out of the box. And do I got to turn that on first to get a reading? Let's do that. It's got some weight to it. Now, yeah, it'd be great if it was like 3 ounces, but I mean, you expect that from a 9-inch big titanium knife with almost a 4mm thick blade? No, I don't. Ooh, we hit the 200 mark. We hit the 200 mark. Okay. But ergos are pretty good. I like this handle shape. It reminds me of about 30 other knives I think I've seen in my lifetime. So, yeah, nothing new here except these are original designs. And no, this doesn't right off the bat look exactly like anything else that I've encountered recently or that I can remember. So what do we got here? We got the skull. We got the raven. You know, all these uplifting things, you know. And but you can do other things, right? Oh, check this out. See, okay, here's the Raven Hurricane. Fully handmade piece, titanium alloy, laser engraved, custom pattern options, and it's a larger model. No kidding. Pivot bushing system. Oh, okay. And then I was looking at the Kazan, which that really is an interesting looking design too. But this is Meteor Knives, and they posted that, right? So here's what Knife Nuts posted, and you'd have to click on his post and read the rest of it. But he is going to do a video that will be released maybe before this one. Who knows? And it looks like he has the exact same knife that he probably obtained from them to review. But here's the pirate flag one, which is this kind of graphics, okay? Good size knife though, isn't it? Good size knife. I'll give you the link that they gave to me. That'll bring you to this website where you can buy this. But this is the Kazan. This is the snake. Ooh, this is wild, isn't it? Ghost snake Kazan. I thought that was really cool looking, and I don't know the total length or anything on that. And they do designs, like they're going to be designing, doing designs on like making a presentation scale for other knives, maybe like this one or Hinderer or something like. They were talking about XM18, so maybe they're going to start making these other custom scales that you can interchange, etc. So it says OEM customization, but here's this, and here's their site. So is that enough paperwork? And it was just like, yeah, we are excited to introduce. And so emerging brand, yeah, feels nice. It's good ergos. It's interesting blade shape. And the recurve makes it so much easier to sharpen. So if they wanted me to give a critique, I'm not usually real excited about recurves. I don't mind hollow grind going to a flat and all that kind of stuff. That's not a problem. Oh, by the way, while we're still screwing with that. All right, so we took it on, and there we go. Just like that. So we're going from a hollow, which is really, good, out to the this little flat grind there. So you got a transition in here like that. We're going all over the place, but it feels sharp. Feels sharp. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, with this multi-grind, sometimes it's not as smooth a transition going from a recurve hollow to a flat, but this hollow grind, it has advantages over a flat grind for certain kinds, and recurves for like pull cuts and things like that over the regular grind. This is, milled, but it's not set up for a right or left hand, carry. So it is a right hand tip up only. I don't see anything else there. And here, a full length backspacer. Looks like maybe you could fit a tritium bar in here. But like I was saying, the ergos feel fine. Let me try reverse grip, and that feels good as well. Now, what do we do with the backside? I don't know. I mean, that would be a troublesome thing to laser engrave, wouldn't it? Because you got a lot going on here. You got this overstop thing. You've obviously got a frame lock going on in here and pocket clip and all that kind of stuff. So maybe this is what you got to do when you're going to be working in that kind of medium. But, these presentation scales then can be very artistic. And let's take a look at the box. Put this down, pull this out. This is the box it came in. And there's the plastic, and what do we got? Microfiber cloth. And just kind of a bag here. And we got all kinds of hardware here. Now, let me take a look. Yeah, I was going to say, that looks like a full set right there because there's a hardened steel insert, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so you get a full wad of hardware in here. This drawstring bag, the plastic, the microfiber, and you get all that, and it comes in this box where it just slides over like that. Pretty tough box, and that's that. Now, what do you think? Should we get involved? Let's do this. And I am going to get my Todd knife and tool drivers that are engraved with LTK. These are available on my website, LTK drivers. And they spin, and they're magnetic, and all that kind of stuff. And I got a number 8 and a number 6. And I'm not sure I'm going to need my number 6 driver. But there's, just in case you want to buy a driver on my website, there's the sapphire blue one, okay? A little bit different pattern than the fraggy orange. But let's do this and see what we got. Let's just go along here and grab these. We got some screws on here because we got this full-length backspacer that we got to support here. And I'm not sure I need to do anything with that. That scale should come off without having to remove that. Let's see if these screws are the same length. And they look to be. So that's good. You don't have to worry about, yeah, that looks okay. Now, I wonder if that'll come completely off because that pocket clip is just screwed into, there it goes, yeah. Okay. Okay, so now we're seeing these, these washers on this. And that's what it's all about, folks. There's the backspacer. And so that sits down right here. And let's check this out. Yeah, there's nothing going on there. Yeah, nothing going on there. So, yeah, okay. That's all titanium, folks. And let's pull this off. And here's this washer here. Oh, and we have this as well in here that's involved in here. So there's that. And so you got this bronze washer on both sides, and then the little piece in between, like this. And then you've got this that goes over it, okay, and fits over that, okay. No wonder the drop is so nice. Usually when you get washers, you don't have a drop quite that nice. But when you got this kind of free spinner here that the blade's attached to, then yeah, it's giving you a better drop, I guess. It's somewhat unusual. And then these screws will obviously go all the way through. And let me look. Okay. All right. Yep. Fine there. And we've got our regular body screws from the lock side. And look at this. Is this? No, that's that. That's that. Well, I've got, oh, one of these is a stop. Okay. Yeah, we got it. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So this would be the stop, because I was kind of going, well, where are we doing this at? And we're doing it right there. Okay. Okay. Well, I just wanted to know. All right. Well, that's your disassembly. It's pretty easy. And wow. Okay. It's a different kind of knife. I don't know that I feel that it needs to have bearings on this, because the action's pretty nice. Hardened steel insert with, of course, a ceramic detamp ball, and some weight relieving down in here. Then on the presentation side, there's a lot of weight relieving there, and of course it's anodized in a bronze kind of color. So pretty much, 1, 2, 3 on that side, 1, 2, 3 on that side. That pivot sticks right down. I mean, that's pretty simple. And of course, you've got the back spacer. And that's your disassembly. All right, back with the Raven Hurricane from Meteor Knives. Oh yeah, it's a big dog. Contoured titanium, back spacer, full length titanium, M390 blade, recurve, hollow grind. Got a lot going on with this knife. And you know what? It looks like a pretty sturdy construction as well, But no, it's not a lightweight gent carry. This is a full-size knife, and this could, get heavy duty for whatever purpose you need. And also, you can either finger flick it or thumb roll it, or you can, front flip it. It's a big knife to front flip. I mean, you got to kind of hike up on here, or I do, but it's definitely not a problem. And you know what? One other thing. Let's just check this out. Okay. If you slap it hard enough, you can get the detent to break over for you. Okay. But yeah, not easily. Okay. But you have to be intentional, and you can get that. So I wouldn't say it's an overly stiff detent. I would say it's medium to medium light. Okay. But part of the reason is because it's a big, long, heavy blade. So it's going to overcome that ceramic detent ball. Okay. Unlike knives that have a shorter blade, or they're a much lighter, thinner, that kind of thing. But yeah, when they get big like this, they're a little easier to swing open. And the good thing about that is because front flippers need to be somewhat easier to flip open, because your grip on them is much more precarious than if you're doing this. When you got this, you got fingers holding it and the thumb on this side. But you can't do that when you're flipping this. You got your thumb engaged doing this. You're just pushing it against your palm a little bit. Okay? Not as solid a grip. There you go. Raven Hurricane Meteor Knives. It's a big dog, and the Kazan sounds interesting as well, actually. And then the different types of designs that you can get are fascinating. It's a new player, at least new to me. I'll have the link down below. You guys check it out, and stay sharp.